Hey there everybody, it's ChurchDee coming at you once again. I thought I'd do a quick video explaining on how to use loops in your favorite DAW or in Ableton Live. So let's just jump right into it. I've made some loops available on my website and I'll be putting that link in the description below the video. It's available for download and you can use it in church, on tours, or just on the gig in general, or if you just want to practice to it. In order to use them, you would first download them, and I've already done so, and I've saved it to my desktop. So what I'm going to do first is actually drag them into Ableton Live. But before I do that, I want to make sure that I have the right tempo and the right time signature. In order to do so, you need to know what the BPM and the time signature is for the loop. Thankfully, I put that on the website, so you'll always see it. So for this particular loop that I'm using, the BPM is 155. So just type that into Ableton. Time signature is actually 6/4. And you should be good to go there. And so now we can go ahead and drag in the file or the loop. Okay, so it's successfully dragged into the DAW. And you just want to kind of clean it up down here where it says segment BPM. Make sure it's right at 155. That's locked in perfectly. Good. Next thing you want to do is select the loop switch. Make sure it's highlighted yellow. Now it's going to loop. And you just want to stretch out the loop ending point to the end of the actual loop file. And you just go ahead and hit play and it will loop forever. So here you go. Okay, so yes, that will loop forever until you tell it to stop. So that's one way of doing it. Another way of doing it is using the session view. So right now we're in arrangement view, and a lot of beginners like to use this view. Nothing wrong with it. In fact, the pros still use it, so that's cool. I like to use session view because I can trigger things, so it gives me a little bit more freedom. So I'll show you how to use it in session view. It's actually simple. Since we've already done mostly all of the work, all you have to do is just drag the loop over to session view, like so, and just drop it right into the track. It's already at 155 BPM, and you want to make sure right here that loop is selected, so it's yellow now. And you just launch the scene, and it will play forever. It's the same concept. So that's how to do it in Ableton Live. Now let's say you don't have Ableton Live. Let's say you have Logic, Pro Tools, Reason, Studio One, or Sonar. It's not impossible to do it in those other DAWs either. It just doesn't give you as much freedom, and there's a little bit more work that you have to do if you want to put multiple click tracks in one session. But it can be done. So I'm just going to show you the basics of how to run it in a different DAW. So I'm going to pull up my other DAW, and I've already dropped it in here, but I'll start from scratch once again. So yeah, what you would do obviously is you drag it into your DAW of your choice. It will populate like so. Make sure the BPM is set, so it's 155 for this song. 6/4 is the time signature. That looks good. And now all you have to do is just tell your DAW to loop it. In this particular DAW, you can select and tell it to loop that way, or you just click the clip and press L on the keyboard, and it will loop. And you just hit play. And once again, that will play forever until you say, hey, stop playing. So I hope this helps you out. Once again, all of the loops are available on my website for download. And I'll be adding some more almost weekly to the collection, so it will continue to grow over time, and hopefully you'll have every loop that you'll ever need, and that lightens the workload for you. So yes, if you need custom stems, if you want me to do any clinics or workshops, or if you just need a musician or you need some production done, reach out to me at churchdeesproductions@gmail.com. We can make it happen, capping. And yeah, I hope this video helped you out. Once again, you don't need to use Ableton Live. You can use the DAW of your choice. You can use what you have. But if you do have Ableton, it just makes life that much easier. You can use the light version if you want as well. So yeah, I hope this helps out, and be blessed. Feel free to contact me. The link will be in the description of this video right underneath. Stay blessed.